So anxieties from the past may come up, yet there's a knowing, hang on, don't go there. It's only a story. Some future projections may start to come up spontaneously. Will they love me if I do this? Will this help my career? No, stop it. Who cares? The future takes care of itself. Just stay here. So there's a knowing just to stop and not feed those stories. And so then useful ideas come up and useful memories come up and the task is done. Now both both people may produce the same result in the same time even. Yet this one there'll be a lot less angst, anxiety, fear. And chances are it's a better result anyway. So it's when the story making is seen for what it is, it just falls away. And there's less pain, less suffering. Which is one definition of enlightenment, is just the end of psychological suffering.
Enlightenment is the end of psychological suffering. Okay.
I mean, in business we call it effective ease. Just things get done, and it's just not the drama anymore.
So how are you in terms of how you see the future stability of business? It seems to be, you know, I don't know what happened in Australia, but certainly a year ago, 18 months ago, so many people that just took financial security or stability for granted were really fundamentally shocked that the banks had to be rescued by the government.
Yes.
People just hadn't thought of that before. They just thought their money in the bank was safe. When the big banks had to be basically bailed out. And a lot of people now, they realise that we do essentially live in a very unsustainable way, and we can't actually keep going on, and they just think, well, short term will be okay for the next few years now. But beyond that, they can't think. And I'm wondering what you find working with business people at a high level, bankers, whether they have the same feeling or they feel that they can help produce, perhaps with you guys working with them, a new kind of stability.
Well, I wouldn't go into a big answer around that, but just very simply the people we're in contact with, working with, their fears and their anxieties about this certainly are lessening quite rapidly, which is part of their attraction for this stuff. Because in the midst of the turbulence, and it's an incredibly turbulent environment, there's a stillness which is always there. And getting a sense of that, a taste of that, is very attractive. And it becomes quite self-motivating. It's just like a moth to the flame.
Well, I'm just listening to the stillness, experiencing the stillness, as you say that.
Because the thing about this stuff, it's very ordinary. It's not special. And every human being is in this space most of the time. We just don't take any notice of it. As simple as a really good conversation, and the sense of a me or a you or positioning just drops away. There's something as simple as a heart-to-heart. So everybody knows about this stuff. And it's always there. It's just that our attention, by habit, gets caught up in the story making, in the anxiety or the projections.
Well, it's not just habit, it's supported all around us. The media, the TV, you know, everyone's got a story to tell, and the newspapers sell their papers because they've got the more dramatic story to tell than the next paper, and every TV program's pretty much got a drama in there. It's supported everywhere. There isn't a lot of support, unfortunately, for stillness and the truth. Something we have to find ourselves.
And yet, it all comes out of the stillness. The whole cacophony of sounds and all of the noise that's going on comes out of this awareness. And it's just simply noticing, shifting attention to noticing that which is here, that everything appears in. And you don't have to look for awareness, because you are awareness. It's just the seeing. And I think this is this funny thing that people get so caught wanting to find an object or a result, when it's just simply this. this seeing. Because the only thing that's consistent in any human life is awareness. If I asked you to go back 10 years ago, yes, you were completely different. The cells were different, the body's different, the appearance was different, perhaps the ideas and thoughts were different, yet the awareness was there. And if you go way back in your life, the only thing that's always there is just this.
Something never changes.
It just never changes. It's the only thing that never changes is this wakefulness. You know, we wake up, we get up in the morning, we don't have to start seeing. Just seeing appears.